to this course Basic Manufacturing Process and Unit 4 Lecture 85. This is lecture is a last lecture in this course of series Production of Metal Powder. Agenda for today present in this video for last lecture in this the course of lecture series in the introduction to the manufacturing process. This is the plastics polymer processing, melt and melt processing of the thermoplastic and galvanizing of the centrifugal casting in application of the mold powder and the compression molding is also used in the casting procedure melting process of the thermoset and galvanization process of the thermoplastic and hot dip galvanizing of the templating of the timing timing of the operation electroplasting of the operation is injection molding machine. The equipment used for injection molding the granules are feed into the heated cylinder. In the heated cylinder with the use of the screw gauge of the cylinder, which is first needed to the provided of the cylinder head and metal piece. Space for the material and then advance to inject it into the relative cold and mold in the which of the set. When the plastic has set the mold is the opened for the molding removed to the product for the voltage and he may be the product by the exclusion of blow molding. The blow molding C for the is the which of the extrusion against to the blow holes in the pin forget. After extrusion, a mold is the cold. Mold is the close on the extrusion variation which is still above the softening point and the bullet is the brown application of the process. The injection molding machine is the product for the use in the products for plant. This is the injection cylinder. This is the injection cylinder is the consisting of the high pressure of the generated to the hydraulic pressure, and this is the hyper in the collected to the organic polymer powder. This is the film. The hopper is the same, and the sense of the metal, the liquid metal is the injecting in this system for the cylinder. And the metering for the devices is the this is the operator is looking for the cylinder for the or oxygen in the cylinder. This is the process in the cylinder is the injection chamber of the this operation. This is the two supported devices in the taper to the separated and heating cylinder. Uh, this is the insulated form of the two sealed and applicated on the surface of the cylinder is the sealed is application of the no heat transfer of the environment of the cylinder into the cylinder. And this is the organic polymers are the plastic powders made from the in this cylinder, then for the apply for the pressure of the cylinder head to the liquid of the polymers are passes through the in the nozzle passes through the nozzles passes through the nozzles. And the nozzle is connected to the mold cavity. This is the mold cavity of the molten metal, and this is the nozzle is the liquid metal provided in the mold part. Okay, thus the mold part is fulfill of the liquid fulfill of the liquid of the organic polymers and the plastic liquid matter. Then this is the solidify of the sum of time and sum of hour in the solidification of the product, and then after to the take out of the product in the mold cavity, and some of the application of the mold product in the fabrication of the machining, cutting, finishing of the other procedure application in the that make from the sum of application of the friction, the moving pattern for the stationary patterns. This is the types of patterns is the application of the injection molding machines, the plunger types of screw exchanger of the heat of, and the techniques used for the produce the film. This is this is the first of the this is the hyper in the materials passes through the extrusion of the process, and the cutting casting term for the method slot die. This is the slot die. Die is the provided to the liquid metals in this operation for the surface of the metal, and the second is the need for the procedure is the tune up of the passes through the water, and by using of the roll operations for the casting drum, and second is the passes through the metals in the extrusion for the this is the cylinder, and this is the die passes through the die is the converted for the liquid metal liquid metals in the slot of the flow of the liquid metals of the wire form is the draw for the sorry, the thread rolls of the structure and slot die. This roller is moving for the clock anti-clockwise direction, and between the other one roller is the rotating for the anti-clockwise direction. The wire is passes through the slowly the solidification of this operation is the chief for the wire fashion. The plastic for polymer classified into two categories: thermostatic, thermoplastic, and thermosetting plastic. The thermoplastic is also present in the before videos. Is the very detailed. The thermoplastic polymer soften when the heated can be the recep recycling operation. This is the recycling procedure for the use for the new shape of the product in the retired for the cooling operation. For process can be reheated when times of the alternatives of the heating cooling within the minimal degradation of the polymer structure. Thermoset. The thermosetting polymers or thermoset cannot be softened in the reheated by heating. They are plastic and moldable for some of state for processing, but finally set of the rigid solid for cannot be softened of this plastic. Thermoset are generalized stronger and stiffer of the part of the plastic components in the electroplanings in this is operation or the DC source. This in this operation, the deposition of the layer of the plastic polymer cast by the help of casting of the base metal by passing a direct current through an electrolyte solution containing the sum of salt for the coating of metals. Now, a day of the electroplanning, sometimes now for the electro deposition, it is the by the sharing of electrode to cathode by the electrode and cathode for sharing of electron by help of the electric current. So passes so the economical production for the metallic containing it is the process the electroplasting. This is the operation electroplasting. This is the power source is the positive is the power provided, source is the negative source. This is the power provided to the in anode, And second is the minus is the cathode. Okay, the cathode is the cathode ray of the electroviolet of the liquid metal. This is the electroviolet of the liquid metal. This is the negative charge, and this is the positive charge of the. Then the heat provided to the in the metals. This is the charge is the generated to the heat, and this is the positive heat, and this is the negative heat. Then the positive charge is the processing of the negative charge, and negative charge is the move from the positive charge. They are both are the move from the one side to another side. One side to another side. The This is liquid is the very heated through the motion of electrons and ions for the procedure. This is the surface of the polishing of the solution in the layer of the polish. This is the surface polishing procedure. Okay. The electroplastic. This is the thin layer of the coating. This is the this is the coat. This is the layer of coating for the on the workpiece. Okay. The surface is the converted into the strong surface achieved oriented to the antiker for made for cathode and thickness of coating of the 0.005 mm more of the coating surface of the workpiece. The commonly used metals which are used for electroplasting and copper, nickel, chromium, silver, gold, candium, and tungsten, and more than required for the other of the other of the ferrous metals is required for the non-ferrous metal is the by using of the solution for the liquid metal and by porosity of the surface polishing is required for this operation used for the protective purpose than the protecting iron and steel article from the corrosion. This corrosion is the very safety purpose application of the ferrous metals in application of the non-ferrous metals in the on the surface. Thank you so much.